Hello everyone, welcome back to Unwind Flow Yoga. I'm Amanda and I'll be guiding you through your practice today. For today's class, we'll be doing a sequence that's all about beginning at the beginning, and this is our level 2 sequence. So we're going to be moving a little bit more, but still maintaining our energy for the day. Let's get started by lying down on the back. So make your way to lie down. We'll keep our knees bent for now, feet on the floor. Rest the arms softly by the sides. Starting to tap into our breath here, breathing in through our nose. Breathe out through the nose. Take a few cycles of your breath here. Noticing what stands out to you right now. This could be something in the body, maybe an area that's requiring your attention. Maybe it's a thought that's swirling around the mind. Maybe something about the breath, the way that the breath is flowing in and out through the body. Just notice where you're at today. Notice where your starting point is. Remember, no judgment, no worries about what you notice. Just notice it and allow that to inform this time that we're here together on our mat. Take another breath there just to notice. Bottom of your exhale, start to wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, circle the wrists, move the feet a little bit, sway out the knees. And then when you're ready, let's hug the knees into the chest. Softly drawing the knees in, give yourself a little sway side to side. And then from here, we're going to bring in a little bit of that core awareness. In our sequence today, we have a little bit of balance work, so our core is really going to help. Let's stack our knees over our hips and arms are long by the sides, palms face down. We're just going to move on our breath here. So take a breath in to prepare. And then as you exhale, right toes will tap down towards the mat. Inhale, draw back up. Exhale, left side, left toes tap. Inhale, draw yourself back up through center. Continue moving here side to side and making this your depth. So you don't have to tap the mat. You can maybe only come halfway or less. Starting to get that movement on breath. That's our focus. Continuing to move here, your time, your breath. Let's take one more each side. And then when you're finished here, once again, hug the knees into the chest. Take that little sway side to side. And then roll over onto one side. Maybe that's your left side. And then gently press yourself up here. We're going to come onto hands and knees here for some cat and cow breaths. Once again, starting to tap into that movement on breath. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Let's root down through the palms. And then with that neutral spine to start, inhale, drop the belly down towards the mat. Look forward, look up. Exhale, around the spine, press the mat away. Take a few more here on your own breath. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press and round. Maybe as you started to move here, that one little thing that you notice as you lie down in stillness, it's still kind of there in your mind. See if you can start to maybe gently chip away at it, move away from that central focus, and just notice how it feels to be right here in your body. Returning to a neutral spine here, we're going to make our way into our first downward dog. So tuck the toes under, bring the hips back, and then use the strength of the arms to help press your hips up, keeping that soft bend of the knees as you drop the head in between the arms. Take a few breaths here, pedal out the legs, bend one knee and then the other, shifting the weight side to side. And when it feels like the backs of the legs are starting to wake up there, just stick with it for another breath. When you're ready, returning it into that neutral spine in our downward facing dog here. And especially earlier on in the day when I'm in downward dog, I like to think about this idea of using my hands and my feet to start to plug into my awareness, using my hands and feet to listen and start to tap into this currency that I'm able to take with myself into the rest of the day. See if you can start to notice that. Press the hands into the floor like you could stretch your mat wider apart. And then on that next breath in, slowly walk the feet towards the hands, come towards a forward fold. Keep the knees soft here as you fold forward, drop the head. Take the hands to the shins and then start to lift halfway, lengthen spine. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up, arms lift. Exhale, palms touch, take the hands down through heart center. Find Tadasana pose, arms released by the sides. Give the shoulders a roll up, back, and down. A nice strong pose here as we get started. One round of our sun salutation A. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms touch, soften the knees as you fold forward, drop the head. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands rest down onto the mat. Walk one foot back and then the other into a plank. Just for a moment, find that plank. And then knees down, chest forward. Bend the elbows tight by the sides, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes, tops of the feet down, cobra pose. Peel the chest off the mat. Squeeze the elbows in by the sides, chest forward. Exhale, release, let it go. Tuck the toes under, press up and back, downward facing dog. Big transition there. Take your time as you slowly move back into your down dog. Take a moment to check in there. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Starting to work into a flow here. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, we're going to lower the knees down towards the mat and then come to stand on our knees in a kneeling position. Take a breath in, sweep both arms up. And then as you exhale, take this left arm, sweep it back behind you, reach towards the left heel. Maybe it touches, maybe not yet. Keep the right arm reaching up, chest squared towards the top of your mat. Inhale, left arm rises. Let's do that on the other side. Sweep the right arm back behind you. Reach for your right heel as the left fingers reach up. Inhale, right arm rises. Exhale, slide the hands down towards the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rock forward, high plank pose, chest forward. Exhale, bend the knees, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes, peel the chest off the mat, lift up, cobra pose. Exhale, release, fold forward. Tuck the toes under, press up to your knees, and then hips lift up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, release. As you inhale, slowly walk the feet towards the hands, come towards a forward fold. Take your inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release, let it go. Take your inhale, rise all the way back up through center, arms rise, palms touch. Exhale, hands come down through heart center, and then release the hands down by the sides. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Notice how you're doing here with this little bit of movement as we've started here. Notice any subtle shifts you feel in the body and the mind. Coming back into our flow. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees as you fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release, hands to mat, step back, high plank pose, and then lift the hips up and back, down dog. From here, breath in. Exhale, knees to floor. Walk the hands in, stand on the shins as you lift the arms up. Breath in. Exhale, left hand reaches back towards left heel. Keep the chest square. Inhale to switch sides. Left arm reaches up. Right arm swoops back. Reach towards right heel. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale, slide the hands forward. Come into that low plank here. So we're getting ready to lower down. Chest forward, bend the elbows, come down towards the mat. Untuck the toes, lift the chest up, cobra pose. Exhale, lower back down. Tuck the toes under, lift up to the knees, and then hips lift, downward facing dog. One more round here. Inhale, walk the feet towards the hands, come towards a forward fold. As you inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release, fold forward. Use that breath in, rise all the way up. Nice long pose here. Exhale, hands to heart, pause. Notice that shift in the energy here. One more time. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms touch. Soften the knees as you bend forward. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release, hands to floor. Step back, plank pose. Hips lift up, downward facing dog. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, knees down. Walk the hands in, rise up, kneeling pose, arms lift. Exhale, left arm sweeps back behind you. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right side, right arm reaches back, right heel. Keep the chest square. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, flow the hands forward, getting ready to lower down. Walking the knees back if you need, and then bend the elbows, floor. Untuck the toes, roll the shoulders up and back, elbows in, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, press up to the knees, and then hips lift up and back, downward dog. Noticing these subtle shifts here. Take a moment to slow it down, to notice, to incorporate that movement. As you inhale, walk the feet towards the hands, come towards a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up. Exhale, palms touch, release the hands by the sides, pause. Changing up our sequence now. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms touch, soften the knees as you bend forward. Inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, fold back forward. Let's take our left foot, step it back behind us, keeping the knee lifted here. Our hands are down for support, and our right knee is bent over the right ankle. Squeeze the outer hips together, reach the chest forward. And then stay right here with both hands down, or take the left arm, reach it forward like you're reaching for something. And then that thing that you're reaching for is on the right side of your mat. So take the left hand, reach it over to the right corner of your mat. Exhale, come back through center, left hand down, and then do a little reset here. So notice what happened to the left side of your body there. And then we're gonna rise up halfway. So start to take the weight out of the fingertips, and then arms come long by the sides. Inhale, rise up for crescent lunge. Soft bend in that back knee, tall spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, release, hands to floor. Step forward, forward fold. Take a few extra breaths here. So soft knees, drop the head all the way. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Second side, right foot steps back behind you this time. Setting up your pose here. So we're strong in that back leg. Left knee is over the left ankle, hands are down. Option to stay here and focus on bringing the chest forward, or take your right arm, reach it forward like you're reaching for something. And once again, that thing has migrated over to the left side of your mat. So reach the fingers over to the side, get long in that right side body. Exhale, come back through center, and then right hand to floor. Reset here through the hips. getting ready for that rise up. So take the weight out of the fingertips, and then arms come long by the sides. Squeeze the shoulder blades together here as the chest comes forward, and then reach all the way up. Crescent lunge. Soft bend in the back knee. Stay in your stillness here. Exhale, hands to floor. Step forward, forward fold. Reconnect here. Drop the head down. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, lift all the way back up. Exhale, hands towards the heart. Adding on here, inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, palms touch, fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen, using the hands on the shins to draw yourself forward. Exhale, hands to floor, and then option to flow or down dog, your choice, however you're feeling. If you'd like to flow, starting off in that plank, knees down, chest lowers down. Lift up into your cobra pose, chest rises. Exhale, lower back down. Downward facing dog, hips lift. From here, inhale, our right leg will rise up towards the ceiling. Exhale, big step forward. Right foot in between the hands. Same beginning to our sequence here. So fingertips are down. Option to stay here, chest forward. Maybe extend that left arm. Maybe reach it over to the right side of your mat. Inhale, come back through center. Left fingertips down. Reset, getting ready to rise halfway. Inhale, lift up, crescent pose. Pause here. Notice the connection to your feet here, especially that right foot. And then hands come through heart center. We're gonna lean halfway forward once again, but this time our palms are touching and we're pouring the weight into that right leg. Option to stay here or float that back leg up, coming into warrior three. As the leg lifts, it's strong, so left foot is flexed and we're really pressing down through that right leg. Option to keep the fingers together or spread the wings, arms by the sides like an airplane. Take another breath in. Exhale, slow transition. Left toes to the floor. Inhale, arms rise up. And then we'll take a twist from here. So opening the fingers wide, twisting over to your right. Arms spread out like wings once again. Support of the legs. If you feel wobbly here, option to lower that back knee down to the ground. Keep it in a low lunge twist. Almost at the end of this side, take another breath in. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hands to floor. Step back, down dog or flow, your choice. Sticking into downward facing dog or coming through that vinyasa. Keeping this awareness of your breath and your energy as you choose which poses you'd like to take, which options and variations you'd like to explore. Left side here. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left foot steps in between the hands. Same setup here. Left knee over left ankle, chest forward. Keep the hands down or right arm rises. Reach over to the left side of your mat. Lengthen right side body. Inhale, come back through center. Right hand down. Squeeze outer hips together. Flow the arms up. Inhale, rise all the way up. Crescent lunge, soft bend in that back knee. Pause here. You know where you're going into that balance. So connect to the feet. That left foot is strong into the ground. Countering with that right foot as well. Take another breath in. Exhale, palms touch. Start to lean halfway forward. Feel your strength here. Feel your energy. And then maybe back leg lifts. Maybe keep the toes down the floor. Maybe start to rise the leg. As the leg rises, foot flexed, Chest comes forward. Take another breath here. Maybe flow the arms. And then exhale, right toes down. Sweep the arms up. You've made it here. Both feet on the floor. Take a breath in. Exhale, we're going to twist open nice and wide here. Arms spread. Feeling the arms in your twist here. So what's making your twist here is our mid-back area. That's where we're twisting from. Our arms are just along for the ride, but creating that openness through the chest. Take that next breath in, rise back up through center. Exhale, hands to floor. Step back, once again, your choice. Down dog or flow. If you'd like to flow, knees down, bend the elbows. Lift up for cobra pose. And then hips lift up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Exhale, knees down, child's pose. You've made it. Take that next inhale, slowly rise back up through center, and then we'll make our way onto our back here. Setting up for bridge pose. So lowering yourself down, keeping the knees bent, feet on the floor. Here, on this variation, we'll take the arms down by the sides, palms face down, and really notice the palms pressing into the floor. Once again, tapping into that energy, that vitality in the body. Preparing to lift the hips up off the floor. So connecting in, and then as you're ready, on an inhale, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Pressing down through the inner edge of the feet, pressing down through the heels, squeezing an imaginary block in between the thighs. And you can keep your pose exactly as you are, focusing on the strength of your pose. If you want a little bit more of that chest opening, start to walk onto the outer arm bones here, interlace the fingers, and really press the chest up towards the chin, and then feel the knees reaching away from the chest. Stay with your breath here. And then notice where you start to feel that little bit of an edge there, and just stay with it, not feeling like you need to move past it. Maybe even backing off just a little bit. We're here for another full cycle of our breath. Bottom of your exhale, release the clasp here, slide the arms out, and then hips tap down onto the floor. Windshield wipering the knees gently side to side, just a few inches forward and back. You can even widen the feet a little bit to give yourself a little bit more space. And release the fingertips as well. So if you notice any tension through the forearms, through the hands, just let them go here. Come back through center, hug the knees in towards the chest, gently wrap the arms around the legs. Take this into a sway side to side. And then from here, let's keep the right knee into the chest, extend the left foot to the floor or leg all the way long onto the mat. And then we'll take this into a gentle twist. Left hand onto the outside of the right leg. Draw the right knee across the body, and then right arm can be straight out like a T or like a cactus. Bent elbow, using the left hand on the outside of the right thigh to ground your twist here. And if this one does feel too much on the lower back, you can always bend both knees, adjusting your twist as you need. Staying here for another 2 breaths. And then take your inhale slowly, draw yourself back up through center. Switching legs here. Left knee to chest, right foot to floor, or extend the leg all the way out. Coming into our twist, use the right hand to take the left knee across the body. Left arm can come out like a T or like a cactus. Enjoying a few moments here in our twists. I like incorporating twists into our morning practice because they're balancing in a way. And especially in a supine twist like this, we get this grounding sensation where we feel supported by the floor beneath us. Take your next breath in, slowly draw yourself back up through center, left knee to chest, and then extend the left leg long, right leg is long as well, settling into our final pose, our Shavasana. So give the legs a little bit of a shake, walk the shoulder blades onto the back body here. Maybe soften the eyes, close. Take a moment to reflect on how you started your practice today and what stood out for you then. See if that's still standing out or if you feel like you've softened the edges. Enjoying a few moments in silence before we reawaken to start our day. On that next breath in, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Start to deepen the breath. Take both arms, reach up and overhead. Exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Rolling over onto your left side, pause there. And then slowly pressing yourself up, coming into a seated pose. So cross one shin in front of the other if that's comfortable for you. Take a moment to pause there. Ending off our practice here, one last breath. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms touch, hands towards the heart. Take a breath in to remind yourself that you're just getting started. No need to rush. Thanking yourself for making it to your mat today. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.